December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 19! 6, right there, 56. Alert! Army. Check that.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Watson, option left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And Stills bringing it in. That's on the first-round pick, number 23 overall, Titus Howard.
Finish attack! 19! 56! 25!
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill, 54! Kill, turn up! Under 10, 10!
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Alert! Watch 81. Watch tight ends right. Watch tight.
From the gun, here's Watson. And a catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. 59. I'm coming after you.
Third and long. It's Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Fourth down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
On second down, Michel. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here's Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, 31. SOS.
Now it's Watson. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got 52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, 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 hey. Where's
no run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And they will run it with Michel. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Reset. 19. 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Line up, go. Hatchet. High 31. Fresno. Fresno. Fresno.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete. Stills. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Big hit.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Michael Bannon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson completes this to Waring. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
High 31. Check safety. Check safety.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Ready? 51. We go.
On play action, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Brown, 76 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. It's 56. Let's go.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not today. Let him go. Get the boys down. He's coming. Oh, try. 56. Double dog. That's the way. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. 55. Hey, let's get there. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
I got him.
Check. 24. Crunch.
Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Tighten down. There you go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Switch gears. Under crunch.
Now Watson throwing again. Forced out to his left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check 43. 24.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Fuller. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the red zone now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A 34-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
Here comes Carter. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera patty goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I'm coming. Get him down. Hey, turn it up. Boom.
Back to throw, Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
You draw Porker. Sugar. 72.
On 2nd and 12, Brady gives it to Gordon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Go, Mike. Wait, 20. Hey, second.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. On the return, Carter. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
He's set. Like 88. Check 52's the mic. Hey, 59. Pick it up. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. The pass Jets are going to get there. Down he goes. Mike Bennett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hey, 24.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike 56. Mike's 56.
Here's Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. With it is Brown. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Wait, set. Wait, 80. 51. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st down, Brady. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Of course, this building played host to Super Bowl 51, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. Tom Brady and these Patriots came storming back from that 28-6 deficit to shock Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons for yet another Super Bowl title. And now they're back here for this bout. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
20.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. After the run, Watson going to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies crawl.
From the gun, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on second down. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Watson on third down. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 22, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now Watson. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
36 to Mike. Hey, let's get this. Mike, 36.
Now Watson on third and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring, his third touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check 99. Check 99.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A first down carry now for Miller. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check. Watch safety. 36. Safety's creeping. Kill. Whip. Watch the whip.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check. Lucky. Hey, 31.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down, New England.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's back to throw to Michelle on the screen. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Brady going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Texans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. Yeah, I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the